हेलो चिल्ड्रन, अब हम देखेंगे आज आपका लेसन नंबर 7 एवरीडे हीरोज। हम बात करेंगे इसमें कुछ ऐसे लोगों के बारे में जिन्होंने अपने साथ वालों की या अजनबी लोगों की या अजनबी व्यक्तियों की मदद की या किसी मूक जानवर की मदद की। हमारी लाइफ के एवरीडे हीरोज, रोज दिन प्रतिदिन दिखने वाले हीरोज जो हैं वो इस कहानी में आपको नजर आएंगे। चलिए पहले इसको एक बार रीड करते हैं, फिर हम आएंगे इसको समझने के लिए। लेसन 7 एवरीडे हीरोज, द पीकॉक डॉक्टर। नरन भाई करंजिया, a 43-year-old farmer from Jamnagar, Gujarat, is a devoted guardian of our national bird. If he learns that a peacock within 200 kilometers of his village is ill or injured, he rushes to the bird on his motorcycle with vitamin drops, medications and bandages. And if, after he has treated it, the bird can't be left in the wild, Karanjia brings it home. Every year after the harvest, when food for wild peacocks is scarce, Karanjia sets up centers in villages where the birds are looked after and fed. And during a flood, a few years ago, Karanjia spent 2 days looking for peacocks marooned on treetops. He saved a dozen. I love peacocks, says Karanjia. I want to help as many as I can. Now the next one is the noteworthy singer. Abhijit Bhattacharya, a Hindi playback singer, was returning home in suburban Mumbai late one evening when he saw people gathered around a man lying in a pool of blood. Asking his driver to stop, Abhijit found the injured man unconscious and bleeding heavily. A young, well-dressed couple in the crowd told Abhijit that their car had hit the man. They were upset and didn't know what to do, recalls Abhijit. Taking charge, he told his chauffeur to drive the couple to the nearest hospital. Then, with the help of bystanders, he carefully placed the injured man in the couple's car and drove to the same hospital. Although required by law to treat accident victims immediately, doctors at the hospital were reluctant to admit the injured man. It took 10 minutes of wrangling for Abhijit to get them to agree. Only after making sure that the man was being attended to and that his relatives had been contacted did Abhijit leave for home at around 1 a.m. Don't hesitate to help road accident victims, Abhijit says. You can save a life. So this was your noteworthy singer. Now the next one is the kind heart. Vasant Kalbag, a 79-year-old retired businessman, encourages people to be kind. Doing small selfless acts, he believes, not only helps others, it boosts our health and longevity. Kalbag realized this after he came across two websites, globalideasbank.org and actsofkindness.org, both of which promoted the message that if only people were kind to one another, the world would be a much better place. Inspired by this simple but powerful idea, Kalbag started his own organization, Kindness Unlimited or KU, and built the Kindness Unlimited Tripod.com website. Through it, Kalbag has built a network of KU members who keep in touch with him via email and phones. And Kalbag emails all of them his bi-monthly newsletter recounting the kind deeds of the members. Kalbag also lectures school and college students on the importance of kindness. Swapan Haldar, a young software engineer, says, "Thanks to Vasant Uncle, I no longer think twice about helping strangers. There is nothing as truly fulfilling as kindness," says Kalbag. Now, the tidiness expert. Rajkumar Sharma, a Mumbai businessman, always bemoaned the squalid condition of the lane he lived in. The garbage bins overflowed, street lights never worked, and the lane was full of potholes. One day, Sharma learnt of a Mumbai municipality beautification program called Advanced Locality Management, which required all the residents of a street or colony to separate their wet and dry garbage. While the wet garbage was turned into compost to grow plants, rag pickers were hired to take away the dry variety. In return, the municipality gave priority to the street's problems. Sharma implemented the program in a street with 600 odd residents. Today's Green and Lovely Lane is a model project that attracts urban experts from around the world. Sharma has also helped the residents of many other areas in the city to start similar programs. Now, the lifesaver. Amla Mary, a 48-year-old Tamil Nadu beedi worker, was at home cooking when she heard a deafening sound. She ran out to find that a part of the embankment where her hut was built on had collapsed, covering the rail tracks below with a huge mound of mud and debris. Just then she heard a train's whistle. That meant a passenger train had left the station 2 kilometers away. In a few minutes, it would be smashed into the landslide. Amla started running on the embankment towards the train, then scrambling down a muddy pathway on the tracks, she continued to run. Luckily, she was wearing a red sari. She lifted its pallu and began waving it as she ran. When the engine driver saw Amla waving a red cloth, he slowed down. As the train neared her, Amla shouted, "Landslide!" The driver applied the emergency brakes and stopped the train. There was a curve ahead, says the driver B. Prabhakar. So the landslide wasn't visible. Had it not been for Amla's warning, many people would have died. I am happy I was able to prevent a tragedy, says Amla, who was given the Kalpana Chawla Award for courage and daring enterprise. तो ये था आपका लेसन एवरीडे हीरोज. एक बार इसको पढ़ के देखिए, समझिए. हम मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में जहां पे हम इसकी आपको मीनिंग बताएंगे.